General, please state your full names for the record.
My name is Madlanga Mkwanas.
Do you swear that the evidence you are going to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So help me God.
Thank you, General.
Because General Khan stopped police officers that came to collect drugs under the person who was the head of traffic Gauteng. They came to collect a consignment of drugs from the truck that arrived in Germiston, and they wanted to get drugs from there. And the people that are owning the truck company, they said, "No, you're not going to take these drugs, search this truck from here, follow it to the final destination, which is in Eratin, which is a West Rand." So 2 police officers, 1 Johannesburg traffic, and 1 captain from Zongezizwe, they followed the truck until it arrived at Eratin, and they were accompanied by 3 members from Pretoria who traveled all the way there. 1 from organized crime, 2 from the dog unit. And they all said they were coming to search the truck, and they actually offloaded the consignment from the truck, which was drugs in bags. They took this thing and they loaded in the police car. Luckily, the lady that worked in that company contacted 10111. 10111 called Boysen police station. Boysen vehicle came there, and then there was a conflict between the police when they discovered that these policemen who says they're running these operations, they're already removing this consignment from the truck, they're loading it in the police bag. So these policemen asked, "But this is a crime scene. Why are you taking this thing from here to here? If you're saying it's drugs, we have not even opened the bags. How do you know? If it is drugs indeed, why do you load them in the bag?" And this one said, "No, we're taking them to Zongezizwe." And this one said, "But this is Boysen area. Why do you take this thing to Zongezizwe? It's found here, it's a crime scene. Get LCRC and everyone to deal with it." Then there was a conflict between police at the time, and that police member who was present there took the police vehicle, and he blocked this police car that was already loaded with drugs. He blocked it so that it doesn't move.
Good morning, Chairperson, and good morning to the Commissioners. Please state your full names for the record. Hendrik Frans Flynn, Commissioner. Do you swear that the evidence you are going to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? If so, please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So help me God.
Thank you.
Cocaine and heroin are smuggled into the country primarily for the local market, but is also repackaged and for onward trafficking to another country. In other words, the criminal grouping or syndicate in South Africa would assist in repackaging the drugs to make it easier for onward smuggling to another country, usually to Europe. Port authorities are particularly vigilant when vessels arrive from Port of Santos because of the prevalence of drug trafficking from that port. Successful entry into Europe is more likely if the consignment is rerouted to less suspicious countries before onward movement to Europe.
So in this instance, would South Africa be the less suspicious country, or does it go somewhere else from South Africa before it enters Europe?
Well, it depends on the route of the vessel, Commissioners. That will dictate whether there will be stops in between as well.
Thank you.
Commissioner, the photo that's depicted there is of the blocks of cocaine with the logo W or M, depending on how you look at it, that was recovered from one of the bags after the wrapping of that bag was removed.
General, we're going to get to other seizures as well. If you could maybe at this stage just explain to the commissioners the significance of the logos, so that W, or I think it is a W.
Commissioners, there's different logos that's been found on all these seizures. And the explanation for that is that it is the unique mark of certain individuals or a syndicate that's operating within the production space of the cocaine in, for instance, Colombia, that place their fingerprint or their identity to that brick of cocaine, that if there's in future a problem at the final destination, for instance, with the quality, it is clear from where that brick of cocaine is originating.
Because I'm sure they can't have their fingerprints on it and they can't exactly have a note that says, I'm the supplier.
Indeed, Commissioner, and that's why you will also find that there is perhaps multiple suppliers in one consignment that arrives in South Africa. And that's the reason why there will be multiple logos when such consignments are detected and seized.
Thank
Commissioner, the photo that's depicted there is of the blocks of cocaine with the logo W or M, depending on how you look at it, that was recovered from one of the bags after the wrapping of that bag was removed.
General, we're going to get to other seizures as well. If you could maybe at this stage just explain to the commissioners the significance of the logos, so that W, or I think it is a W.
Commissioners, there's different logos that's being found on all these seizures. And the explanation for that is that it is the unique mark of certain individuals or a syndicate that's operating within the production space of the cocaine in, for instance, Colombia, that place their fingerprint or their identity to that brick of cocaine, that if there's in future a problem at the final destination, for instance, with the quality, it is clear from where that brick of cocaine is originating.
Who we have today, Chair, is Warrant Officer Mahane, who was right at the beginning when the tip-off was given to attend to the drug bust. Is that correct, Warrant?
That's correct, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Chair, if you can swear the witness in, he is...
I'm told your mic was off. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that, Commissioner. Good morning, Commissioners.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Chair, the witness will take an oath.
Do you swear that the evidence you are going to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? If so, please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So help me God.
Thank you, Warrant Officer.
Yes.
That's correct,
So
Commissioner.
the container is still in the back of the truck. It has not been offloaded from the truck.
No, it's still at the container is still attached to the truck.
Yes.
That's correct.
So what we are looking at there on page 9 is the bottom part of the truck with the container on top of it.
That's correct,
But
Commissioner.
the container is already open.
It's opened.
Yes.
And Warrant Officer Mahane, just on that score, who took these particular pictures?
These pictures were taken by myself.
By yourself, okay.
Yes.
And it is at this stage when you say when you opened the doors to the trailer to the truck, that's when the bags fell off.
That's when the bags fell off.
Yes, I think it's page 9 and 10.
That's correct.
Yes. And then can you...
They were stuck. You got a whole lot of people, including yourselves, to handle those. So that's a second stage of tampering with the crime scene. So I don't understand your statement when you say that you tried to preserve the crime scene. What are you talking about?
Commissioner, I'm trying to Actually, I'm talking about the exhibit. That because they were not even tampered with, they were still in its original shape.
They are tampered with if a whole lot of people handle them with their bare hands. A number of people, you, the traffic officer, Mashaba, Scania employees, all of you handle all of those bags with your bare hands. That's serious tampering.
I agree to that, Commissioner.
So what are you talking about when you say you preserved, and add to that the very initial stage of opening, breaking the seal? That's the first stage of tampering. What are you talking about when you say you preserved the seal? I'll repeat the question.
Commissioners, maybe I'm talking about making sure that the exhibit are not stolen.
You were clueless, and you knew that you were clueless.
That's correct, Commissioner.
Mashaba was clueless, and you must have known that he too was clueless. Correct?
Correct, Commissioner.
What on earth were you doing handling any of the objects there, the container and the contents? What on earth were you doing?
Commissioner, we were innocently trying to process this. Thank you, Commissioner.
Can I just say one thing and then clarify? It's a remarkable coincidence that the one police officer they called had a bakkie which was large enough to fit all these bags, and they could sit comfortably in that bag. It's a worrying coincidence.